Well, that does it for news, so we're going to go on to the next part of our discussion, which is Project Valiance. Now, right off the bat here, as I mentioned before, Project Valiance is a creation of a YouTuber, Vincent Visions. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that.
That's pretty good enough.
Yeah, the whole idea is basically ponies in space.
In space!
What I find interesting is the ponies do have a little bit of a cell shading.
Damn it. I'm glad you did it though. I'm glad you heard me. But we're gonna save the world.
But yes, you got ponies in space. I do admire the cell shading that they give the source filmmaker ponies, so they do have a little bit more of a toonish look to them. As for the actual story and how it comes across in the animation and everything, well, that's for us to figure out right here, right now. So we're going to go to our SyncTube here, and along with that, we're going to go into our commentary. So chat room, this is also your chance to shine.
Let's see. By the way, you might. By the way, Sergey, you might want to reset the list back up to the top.
Yeah, I will. I haven't got in just yet.
I'm looking away from the screen. There we go.
Alright. So, they do have a prologue video, but we're just going to jump right into episode 1 here. And after episode 1, we'll do a little bit of commentary, what we think, and we'll jump into episode 2 afterwards, which is a little bit shorter, and then from there give our full opinion on everything that we've seen, what we liked, what we didn't like, what we hope will happen in the future, or even if we plan, even if we're going to even see if there's something to be found here, because there have been some cases.
You kind of went all over the place there. Are you okay?
Let me try that again.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch both episodes, stopping after each.
It's on SyncTube or what?
It's on SyncTube, yes. We're gonna watch both episodes, giving our commentaries as they go and our thoughts after the end of each one. And at the end, we will give our high points, what we thought of it, our low points, what we thought of it, what could possibly be done to improve it if by chance somebody's actually watching, and overall just our opinions and if you should continue to watch the series, in our opinion anyway, or avoid it altogether like the plague. Which
also, real quick, just for my sake here, motherfucking Falcons, what the shit? I just checked in on the game. Okay, before halftime it was 20-3. Why the fuck is it now they just went ahead on a field goal, 26-24?
Because they're stupid.
They're bad.
God dang it.
SyncTube don't like me. I'm going to watch on YouTube.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and, wow, my phone's exploding. Okay, let's get started then. And let's start off with Project Valiance Episode 1. Of course, if you can't follow us on SyncTube, just, we got the YouTubes on the show notes as well.
Yeah, I'm already on there, so just give me a countdown, damn it.
Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
If it loads.
Ship's log. It's been 14 months since Durban began the space exploration.
Give me SyncTube.
A little quiet.
Okay, hold on.
Well, no, it's the fucking video itself. Can't do nothing about that. Ah, fuck. It stopped again.
Our first
Oh, there we go, SyncTube. Found it.
Only space colony.
Give me one of those things where the sound effects are way too loud.
With recruits,
Yeah.
Pie and Rainbow Dash.
Are we trying to stay quiet during this?
No, we can talk if we want.
Yeah,
We'll probably try to keep it limited talking so we can at least let the atmosphere come through.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Hold on, is there 1 and 2 to this?
There's
I saw the one. Never mind. Yeah, I remember seeing the other one.
And there's Voyager.
That's not Voyager, dude.
It's what? Not Voyager, Defiant?
Maybe, but that wasn't Voyager. I know Voyager. It's actually one of my favorite Star Trek thingies.
Well, I was thinking either Defiant or Delta Flyer.
Hang in there, Oliver.
And it definitely has the cockpit shape of the Star Trek series. And I think they just warped.
Man, Punch Dragon, you bitch.
Okay, interesting music so far. Yeah. I did read that the artist really does enjoy Star Trek and other things like... Ooh, that's what I was forgetting. Chat. Sorry, guys. Give me a second here. Trying to get a bunch of other things going at the same time, and I completely forgot our chat is way small. There we go.
It happens.
According to the nav computer, we'll arrive in about 28 hours.
Yeah, they definitely had fun with this.
Oh, we're so close. I can't stand it.
Wow, it's incredibly quiet. I have it at full volume.
So do
Yeah.
I. It is a really low one, unfortunately.
I'll try
Like
to
I'm
stay
having to
calm.
drop Skype and raise.
I'm picking
Ah,
up a
fuck that,
transmission
Tari. I see what you did there.
Alright.
from
Well, let's see.
Equestria? Why would they be calling us?
Okay, I'm probably gonna have to do the same pickup.
Holy shit, that is
Princess
quiet.
Celestia. What
Yeah.
a surprise.
I even on the YouTube. Holy shit.
Alright.
How's that starship of yours faring?
I had to turn down my Skype and turn up my entire normal system audio.
Keeping us restless.
I know what you mean. Every point back
Okay.
to this field the
I'm
same
gonna
way.
turn Skype way down. I'm gonna go turn up my
I
speakers for
called
a
because
bit.
I recently received
I normally just go.
Everybody be quiet!
uncomfortable news.
We're gonna have to be quiet now.
You'll remember that while in the midst of the construction of the Valiance, Fluttershy was called upon by the Time Turner to help sort out some issues on another planet 1 month ago, right?
I heard about that. I think it was some sort of infestation of alien creatures.
Something like that. But anyway, after the issue was solved, Fluttershy felt like she needed to stay there longer, seeing the inhabitants in need. So she told the doctor that she was going to stay and help.
That's right. But we haven't heard from here for 3 weeks.
Actually, that's why I'm telling you all this. You see, just 2 days ago, the ESO division in the Crystal Empire picked up a garbled suspect transmission with a message from Fluttershy. The signal's very weak. We couldn't pick out most of the words. But thanks to the crystalline receiver there, what we did find is that she apparently set off a cargo ship from the planet she was on about 2 weeks ago, heading near Alpha Cantary. She's wanting to drop by, hearing that the colony
And there
went
is an
silent.
echo in
But on the
Skype.
way there, the ship was attacked
Alright.
by an unknown ship.
Attack?
Yes, the ship was in poor shape. They were able to send the message before the power went out, but according to their ship's sensor equipment, they would be able to barely live to the space colony to try and land. And that's all we heard.
Did they make it?
We don't know, and that's why we want you to keep an eye for them on your way there. Or see if you can find Fluttershy with the crew of the vessel on the planet.
We'll be sure to keep an eye out for them with the ship's scanners.
Thank you, and I hope you're successful. All of Equestria has the highest hopes for you.
Well then, it looks like we'll have more people to tend to on this journey.
Poor Fluttershy. I can't imagine what she's going through now.
I know, but Fluttershy can take care of herself. She'll be fine until we get there.
Right. And that makes it all the more important that we do everything we can.
It's kind of weird that they keep facing forward like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the creator is awfully a fan of just straight up face forward shots.
Also, that
I know that's a thing of Star Trek, but even Star
even-
Trek gets some profile
Well,
shots.
there it
now
is,
and then.
girls.
Yeah,
Derpy,
or at
what's
least
on your sensor?
group talking rather than
Thankfully,
just like
the
face to
anti-venom
face.
containment
Yeah.
system is still functioning, so the station is still operational.
I will admit it is kind of odd to see Derpy
Power.
without the lopsided eyes
Also,
too.
it appears that
Yeah.
subspace communications are
and
offline.
also that whole scene.
Because?
They
I don't know.
the eyebrows
We'll have to
never
inspect
went
it.
down whenever the
How about
eyes
your
blinked.
sensors?
Well, the bioscanner isn't detecting life signs. In fact, it's not even detecting any of the bodies of the colonists either.
Wait, so they're not at the station?
It doesn't appear that way. So here's the plan. Derpy and I will repair any damage and get the station up and running again. And Pinkie Pie and Rapidash, your job will be to search the station top to bottom for any signs of the colonists. Got it! We'll leave no stone unturned!
We see no signs of the colonists, so we're gonna go investigate
Alrighty
instead of
then.
running for our
Derpy,
lives.
Prepare for landing.
You know the old saying, split up gaming, search for clues.
Okay, I'm taking us down.
Yeah. Dead Space reference. Yep, that's pretty much what I was thinking, Bristol.
Landing struts deployed.
It kind of reminds me of the Falcon land.
Alright, all the gear will be
landing at
near the
Cloud
docking
City.
port.
Yeah.
So let's go.
I'll give them some credit. At least they are definitely keeping this on a more serious tone as you
There it
would
is.
as the other animations you would ever see on this or anything.
Wow, such an impressive building. I admire it too, but we need to get down to business.
I agree. Let's go.
And walking animation.
My straight face is saying the exact same
Yes,
thing.
but I have a digital key.
At least he moves the eyes around instead of having move the heads.
I don't know, a little bit of both wouldn't be too bad.
True.
I was really bothered by the fact that the grass was flat.
Yeah, but
Okay, here's the main computer.
Actually, I find it more funny that all the characters are cell shaded, but everything else has a little bit more
Pinkie Pie,
realistic,
remember
quote
that?
unquote,
Your
tone
job will be
to
to
it.
search the station, top to bottom, for any signs
well,
of where
it
the
still
colonists
holds
are.
up to the cartoon
Be sure to check
aesthetic
any
that they
computers
were
or
modded
tablets
in.
for the latest log entries.
No,
You two
I get it. It's
started.
just it's an
Derpy,
interesting
let's get
dichotomy.
Gotcha.
Indeed.
Come on, Pinky. We'll start with the surrounding rooms.
Okay.
And humans.
Well, it is space. You gotta have aliens.
Sensors have
Oh, wait.
confirmed
My
that
kind
more
fellow
Bronies
robots.
have landed on the surface.
It would seem Sensor Base has sent a rescue operation for some Pony space colonists.
Oh dear
Shall
God!
we
Any more
go
French and we won't be able to hear them.
Negative. They're too close to
And that is saying something. Consider that we have the badass Frenchman on our side.
weapons.
So what shall we do?
We will wait until they are far enough away from the base. And then we will pick up.
I know I'm gonna let this one slide.
Shall
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! They freaking did it, Monty Burns. Excellent.
Yeah, and they kind of did it wrong. It was over the chest and not straight up to the face.
Well, I'm sure they weren't going overboard with it. Just like excellent.
So, I signed up because of the action. You know, exploring new worlds and whatnot. But what about you, Pinky?
Well,
I'll be back in a
I
quick
did it for
second.
excitement too, but I also did it because we're going to
And
meet
am I
so
the only one
many
that
living
says
beings out there.
The Rainbow
I
Dash
love
VA
meeting new
is trying, but
friends.
she's kind of going a little bit too
Well, for your
nasally.
sake, let's hope that they're not hostile like in the sci-fi movies.
I tell
Come
ya,
on,
I can
Dash,
fucking
you
hear
know
her.
Everyone in the universe can be that mean.
I suppose you're right. Hey, what's that over there? I found the last log. Let's hear it.
Assistant Engineer's log. Things have certainly become interesting around here lately. The crew has been picking up sensor readings of tetrion radiation emitting from some unknown location a few miles from here. That might indicate a sign of other life, but we've detected no life signs or structures on this planet otherwise. It certainly has given Alpha Swift a real head-scratcher. And that's not the only thing. Lately, there have been some strange occurrences with the equipment here, like the plasma ducts sometimes randomly clog up, or the electrical relays sometimes malfunction. We can't determine the cause of it either. And to add to the list of mysteries, one of the technicians even claims to have picked up some strange energy readings coming from the mining tunnel. I and a few others are going down there tomorrow morning to check things out. Hopefully these occurrences will be solved soon, and we can get back to normal routine.
Wow, this sounds pretty serious.
I agree. We should take this back to Lyra and Derby immediately.
So according to this entry, it looks like the source of the problems are originated from the mining tunnel.
That might be a problem. I heard that the network of caves they discovered while drilling goes out for miles.
They do, but don't worry. The equipment we have has a large scanning radius, so it should make our search easier.
I'm getting a very
You're
nice
right.
little public field.
Well, we might as well get started, girls.
Well, kind
Follow
of,
me.
but there's
The
no
mining shaft is
gameplay
this
to
way.
it, so it's just like a lot of standing and talking and story exposition.
That was fucking Star Trek, dude.
Yeah, good point. I gotta give it to you. That was a good chunk of Star Trek, but it felt like there was a little bit of action and drama at the same time.
That action didn't come until later, dude.
True.
Wow! That's
You literally
a
had
good
to sit
shaft.
through like all
I
of
can't
the
even see
exposition.
the bottom.
Hmm.
Yeah, the shaft goes down for at least 1,600 feet.
There's the elevator platform. It takes us to the mining site.
Literally, Star Trek
Come on,
was a
let's get
visual
up.
novel.
Yeah.
Literally
So,
what it was.
so we definitely gotta give it some
So,
patience, at least
Ready for
story-wise.
some tavern exploring?
I am. Sounds fun.
I just hope it's not cramped down there.
Well, you all better take a good, deep breath, because who knows how long we'll be down there searching for them.
Yeah, the Rainbow Dash VA.
Remember Dash VA, I don't know. Remember Dash just seems a little cowardly for who she is, you know?
Well, she did have she was cowardly to some things.
True. Fair enough. Maybe I'm being too judgmental.
Well, she's also fearful for Fluttershy, but from what we've seen, she's normally hides her fear behind being a rambunctious and somewhat boisterous tomboy who says, I can do anything, nothing scares me.
Alright, before we move on to the next episode, we're just going to quickly go back to normal screen here and give our impressions of the first episode so far. Now, the whole idea is it is a bit of a sci-fi visual novel, inspired by Enterprise, no less. So
Which Enterprise?
Enterprise.
Oh, Enterprise, the fucking sci-fi one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it was on UPN first.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember it being on UPN first.
It was on UPN first, and that's all I followed of it. Then I basically walked away after the first few episodes. If even that.
Or was it? Or wait, or did that come on after they changed over to like CW? What the fuck they call them?
No, it was UPN still at that time.
Okay.
But in any case, right off the bat, one of the things that is a little bit jarring is just you got the cel shaded ponies, and then they're in these dark, dimly lit environments. I mean, I understand they are colorful ponies, but it just really clashes somehow.
Like if you had a little bit of shadow cast over each of them. Still the same color, but like a shadow. Well, since it's not a big bright
All
light.
things seem kind of gloomy.
Yeah, it seemed kind of gloomy, but
Like,
kind of
the
off
shit
colored.
doesn't seem
Now,
right.
This type of story, this type of stuff too, is not for everybody. I'd be surprised if like a lot of people liked it, because this is literally designed for people who have patience with a show, who can sit there and watch it. This is not a type of show where you go in action, woo, yeah, boom, blast.
True.
What people are used to today.
True. It is definitely
this is
not
meant to be taken slow. This is meant to. You're actually meant to be engaged and actually think about what's going on.
Yeah. The storyline.
It's intelligent writing is what it's an intelligent writing show. Is what it is. If he's trying to go off of Star Trek.
Yeah, it is going off, or at least inspired by Star Trek. So I could definitely.
But like the problem I'm having with it is the fact that even in the Star Trek, there's still something going on. Like there should be more than just the 4 on that ship.
Yeah, if the ship feels closed.
The ship is empty. It's boring. It's not attractive. At least you're paying attention to the conversation. But there's always usually something going on in the background. Like even just seeing someone fuck around with a console is interesting in and of itself. But there's no one else there.
Well, dude, let's also it's probably only one person animated.
Every single set that I watched from the Star Trek thing, there was something interesting about it. There was just something like there was a nice style to each one of the ships.
Yeah.
There's no style to this place. They need to work on.
You also have to think.
They need to work on the set some more.
Yeah. You also have to think. There's one person doing this probably.
It's not just
probably not a team.
It's not. I don't know if it's one person, but there are at least a couple of people just for voice actor's sake alone. So yeah, not having a bunch of background stuff, I can kind of understand that. It's the lack of sound effects and just. It's really the lack of sound effects and just ambient noises and stuff.
Like it's obscenely quiet, almost disturbingly so. At least you had some little. Just some small noises going on in the background that just weren't here.
Yeah, and that I can agree with you. With like a little noise,
it doesn't sound like they're actually there in the scenery at all.
But let's get on to the big part here. The big part of the thing like this is the story itself. And so far, I admit I had a little bit of trouble following it at the beginning because it was so low. I didn't catch the first parts, but. From what I can tell, the storyline does seem pretty standard. You got a colony. The colony is empty. They have a friend there. The friend is missing. What happened? Of course, the French robot is an interesting touch.
That's mainly because they're doing like these robots. I'm guessing, not for sure, are the main inhabitants of this planet, or that they are what remains of this planet. We don't know the history, but to go on to like the whole ship thing, I'm reminded with just the small crew of the hyperspace scene in Star Wars is how even doing that there was something going on with the people. Well, where you only had like 4 or 5 people on that area, and you could still see stuff going on in the background, even focusing on different people.
Right. Well, in any case, we don't want to go a little bit too far into this because there is a whole other episode to view, and so a couple of months of getting this down into your belt to go further, they could have improved quite a few things. So let's go ahead, jump into the next part of episode number 2 and see how it compares to episode number 1.
Adventure ho!
As well as how it keeps the story going.
First thing I'm checking is, first of all, since I turned up my speakers, I'm turning down Chrome to see what happens with it when this goes into episode 2, because he might have fixed his audio issues.
They might have.
Yeah,
in that case, I'll be ready to kill it on YouTube if I need to. And here we go. Oh shit!
Yep, he fixed it, right?
Yep.
Oh, did he fix it?
Okay, so vast improvement right there, right off the bat.
Hang on, I'm working on my audio.
This gas cloud is at least 45 million kilometers in diameter. Pinpointing them is going to be hard.
I'm picking
Alright,
up a slight
what the
trace
fuck
of
did we
tetron
just
particles.
jump
I can't
into?
pinpoint a location. It's around the southwestern
It's a
part of the
recap.
nebula. Adjusting course.
It's a recap, but I'll give it to them. They got a little bit of music going on. It looks a little bit more engaged. So it's already showing
That
signs of
tetron
improvement.
radiation is getting stronger. It's coming from the largest moon. That's our
There's
target.
dirt bike.
Oh, they're actually giving us a little bit more of the setup to get into the planet from
I
last
see
time.
them, bearing 140 Mark II.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
hey,
Oh, and then the crooked eye.
Oh.
Or is this something completely unrelated? Never mind.
It says episode 2, but I don't know. Is it unrelated or not now?
Flashback?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit
Adjust
disconjointed.
the warp speed. We must have used auxiliary power to compensate.
I can assure you, though, I
How's the
did go
work
through
back?
the
We can't
videos,
go
and
for
this
long
is the
without
second
backup power.
episode, so I don't know it. Yeah, I don't know if it's a continuation of something else, a backstory, front story. The person literally just jumped episode ship. I'm gonna feel conflicted about this.
Oh, I think I know what
Oh,
just
I think we
happened.
just did a flash forward.
Why did we just quantum
Oh.
leap this shit?
Basically, it's showing us the end, and now it's gonna bring us back.
Okay, I will give it to him though. Already, it already shows some improvement there.
The first episode was a pilot, so pilots always have to make decisions.
Pilots always do something.
Actually,
There it is.
the first episode was not the pilot. There was a pilot.
was a
Oh, hey,
pilot
there's some
episode.
shit actually going on with their actual mom.
There was a prelude episode before all of this.
Oh, there's
So
audio glitches, but they actually set
16
them
hours
off.
earlier.
Yeah, now we're back to where we were.
Now the sound.
Oh, hey, they have additions.
Oh,
to
it
the-
happens only during this scene, particularly, apparently.
oh wow,
Only been
anybody else getting that audio glitch?
Yeah, no, that's part of the video. They even mentioned it.
No open spaces. No
Something must have happened during the conversion. I wonder why he hasn't redubbed those new model yet, though.
Exploring is adventurous.
No,
Does it say it's-
So he
Okay,
It's only during the scene, apparently.
Okay, so we're just gonna have to stomach through the scene here.
I programmed that tricorder to pick
By
up
the way, the neck things I think are addition to the model, so it's
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, that is definitely new.
Let's hope we get something soon.
Sure weird.
Okay, so they should be
yeah.
changing the scene here soon.
900 feet. Looks like a cave exit.
Man, these ponies come with their own lens flare. Look at them.
I do.
Well, this is based on Star Trek, so J.J.
I see something
Abrams
behind
had
you.
There it is. There it goes.
Fuck you, Gene
There it
Roddenberry.
Lyra, wait up!
Okay, they definitely got a lot more expression and stuff to their faces.
Wow. Derpy. This doesn't make any sense.
Oh crap.
What?
We
It's
found
a
the
lot-
old sawmill.
Like this?
We found Abe Lincoln.
Why didn't we detected. That building we first visited, it was supposed to be part of the future plans
Well,
of the
this
colony,
definitely, that definitely would be
this
good Star
facility,
Trek things. I
this
mean,
is the main part of Alpha Centauri.
which movie was it they went back in
Wait,
time?
what? But I thought that building we visited earlier was... Well, that building we were just in was going to be a future add-on for the colony. But this group of structures was initially planned to be built first.
Oh, and Derpy's actually
But
derped.
Since we saw that
Yay.
one building and nothing else when we approached the planet, we assumed they constructed that only. But to see both
Wow,
of
you
them
got
right
some
now,
music background.
it's
You got
impossible.
a little bit more.
Especially given the time
this is
frame and resources they
wow.
had.
I'm impressed.
None of this makes sense.
Well, I guess we'll hopefully find out somewhere in there.
He probably took criticism.
Well, he probably did take some criticism and definitely
Equipment is
applied.
still running.
He did
and
something.
Still not picking up life
Whether
signs.
criticism or just
Let's
overlooking
go
what
to the
he might have
building.
missed and
We can
improving.
access the records
Either
from
way.
the computer base.
Dude, criticism doesn't always have to be bad too. It
No,
could
I
be
know.
constructive.
I know. You got constructive and you got YouTube criticism.
Yeah, as someone who's
He
written
still
fan
needs to
fiction,
improve
you
the
get
set
a
of the
lot
ship,
more of the
Here we are,
YouTube
Derpy. You're a
criticism
computer expert.
if you're
See what you can find.
unlucky.
All right. Well, let's continue watching the episode as it is for
So,
now.
Doctor, how is our plan succeeding?
Our base of operations was a perfect replica of the structure the colonists were planning from their database. They did not suspect a thing.
Fantastic.
And according to our reports, the ponies have reached the sensor inhibiting field around the main complex. Shall we make our move?
No, not yet. We still need the verification codes to get to the sealed vault within the facility. Put our forces on standby alert. Once the codes have been used, then we shall make our strike.
Hey, Lyra?
What?
I just got a reading on the facility's power systems. It looks like one of the electroplasma junctions is getting some sort of interference. One of us will have to access the maintenance shaft to inspect it.
Okay, Dash, come with me.
You got it!
Okay, you stay here. I'll inspect the circuits.
Gotcha! What the hey?
That should do it.
Now, my dear ponies, let's not jump to any sudden moves. You and the rainbow maid here are coming with me.
Is this a no parking zone?
Oh no, it's Hitman 17. Okay, let's see if there's anything after this. Well, we can definitely see who's been involved with this. A lot more people definitely involved than we thought. We got the few people doing pony models, textures, things like that, special effects, soundtracks. Oh, it looks like they actually had official soundtracks in this a little bit. And that had, But yeah, it looks like Vincent Visions actually created quite a bit of the backdrops and everything. So, pausing this here because that's actually for after the discussion. And we'll, for the moment, we'll go ahead and keep our chat room up so that while we're talking about what happened, we can also record our chat room comments. Definitely a marked improvement. Right off the bat. Marked improvement.
It was improvement.
Yep.
Wait, how do you have the John improvement?
Well, we can only
I
have
don't know.
one.
I really stretched for a joke there. Ignore me.
Yeah. But it was definitely an improvement. You had a little bit more atmosphere to it. The music was was definitely a nice touch. They improved a little bit on the models. They still had the weird glowing thing going on, but they did add to them a little bit more accessorized, and also gave them a little bit more emotion than they had previously on the first episode. And I admit, I was kind of intrigued by it, and I kind of want to see what happens. So they got me hooked. They actually got that hook in there with the story.
Yep.
Which is always the important thing. Now, what I really want to know is everybody still seeing the chat and everything else? Because admittedly, my XSplit is just starting to freak out here.
I'm checking it now, boss, and yep.
Okay.
Chat and everything is alright.
Alright, then I'll just have to deal with it as I go here. But, in any case, aside from stupid computer problems. But yeah, some of the problems were still there, though, from what I could tell. The animations did feel a little stiff time to time. The glowing pony problem, that, there's just not really any shadows or anything there.
It is what I would call the J.J. Abrams effect of a character, where they glow for no damn reason.
The J.J. Abrams effect, I guess. But overall, it was it's an interesting take and an interesting idea, and I hope that they continue going on with the episodes. I do want to see where they go with it. What do you guys think?
It's actually very intelligently written, and I'm actually I kind of like it. I really need to watch Star Trek again, though.
Yeah, I kind of got that feeling too. I kind of want to watch Star Trek now.
Yeah. Really
I've always been. Definitely was a marked improvement. They still need to fix the fucking set on the ship.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a bridge we're gonna be seeing in the background, god damn it, make it interesting or make it pop. Same with the ship. What's with all the gray?
Going to get some salt for. Going to get some fries for the salt.
Sorry, I'm a shtick for this shit.
I know. I'm gonna get some fries for these salt.
You know what?
McDonald's fries.
Even a little bit of criticism is always welcome as long as it's applied openly and properly. And yeah,
it's like, I'm sorry. It's always that just kind of bugs you. That okay, he's supposed to be the good guy ship. Why is it so fucking dark?
Yeah, why does it look like the inside and outside
Why
of a
does it look like
Star
the inside of a
Destroyer?
fucking Klingon ship?
I'm sorry, I'm
or a fucking
mostly
Borg
doing this-
cube. What the fuck are all those things?
I'm mostly in the Star Wars camp
Borg.
because while I like Star Trek, I still think Star Wars has a better universe to run in.
Well, we're not going over which is
We're
better,
not
Star
going
Wars
for
or Star
action.
Trek.
We're going for intelligent writing.
And we're going for what this was.
Star Wars is fucking action. Star Trek story.
Yep.
Yeah.
With some action intermittent, and usually when the action happens, it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
But then again, a lot of Star Trek people have been in the Star Wars universe.
Alright. Let's see here.
Anyways, moving on.
Moving on here. Might end up having to do something dramatic here at the rate that XSplit is taking here. So, I'm trying to get some recovery here, but if it's not going to recover for me, I might have to kill XSplit here for a bit and restart the stream. However, overall, it was pretty good. It was definitely, it was pretty fun. Something that we would want to watch further and continue on with the story. So I'd say it gives the Brony Show thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And Straw says, what good writing are they talking about?
It actually is pretty good writing. It's got a little bit intrigued. What little writing we do have. Admittedly, it's so far we only got a small story. We don't got a whole lot of details, but it's got enough there that it has you wondering what is going on, and that is the important thing. It keeps you intrigued.
Yeah, the way I can compare it is the two-parters of Star Trek, the original, where they end off on a cliffhanger and you go, okay, what is going to happen next? That type of intrigue.
Fair enough. A little bit like that, I guess. So, in any case, yeah, that's pretty much our opinion. So, be sure to check it out. They also have a prologue video, and I'm sure the artists out there would love to know that other people are interested in their works and would like to know that we're eagerly awaiting a third one. Now, Now, for the moment, unfortunately, as I mentioned, my XSplit is starting to fail me here, which means that I'm going to have to cut the broadcast off for a bit and restart it in order to regain some sort of control. So, stay tuned. We will be cutting off the stream for a second, and we will be right back as soon as I can get the XSplit restarted.
Damn you, Deputy Net!